Apparently, Miwa was already in the know in regards to Ryu having her grandfather's approval to be their bartender, but more important moments are needed to be said. First, there was a clash between two philosophies when it comes to making drinks. On one hand, Mr. Perfect is only concerned with the perfect variant of any given drink. Ryu, on the other hand, wouldn't hesitate to go against established flavors if it meant that the drink tasted better for his customers. So there you have it, min-maxing versus custom-made. Personally, while both are needed as a skill in bartending and actually other service-based work as well, custom made will always win for me, but just a little bit. And not because that's how Ryu does it, but think of it this way. When you don't know a drink, usually it's preferable that the perfect variant is your first time because it gives you the best baseline on what the drink really is, on what is actually expected of the drink. It's only after drinking a perfect variant that you get to have a better idea on how you want that drink to be tweaked to your palate, and by that point, you're likely ordering custom made more likely than not. I would imagine if anyone started with a custom made drink, it gets difficult to ask other bartenders to replicate that because chances are you don't even know how that custom made drink deviated from the perfect variant. But with perfect variants as a baseline, it's much easier for other bartenders to eventually figure out your custom made variant of whatever drink it may be. Second thing to note, I really like the introduction of this rookie bartender because we get two instances of master-student relationships here. First one is Mr. Perfect and Rio, then Rio and Kyoko. What makes this interesting is because we now have a way to compare various levels of bartending from their interactions. If it were only Mr. Perfect and Ryu, it could get boring quite fast with the amount of perfection those two produce day in, day out. And lastly, are we shipping Ryu and Miwa? Because if we are, not only am I ready to do just that, I just want to say if this ship does sail, I wouldn't be surprised if they ended up being like these two one day. I mean, an office lady who has a bartender for a husband. I've definitely seen this narrative before, and I'm always down for some wholesome couples whenever possible. So that's about it. Until next episode then, chaps.